The following is a live sports event featuring the Abernathy Antelopes or Lady Lopes. This broadcast is a presentation of the Abernathy Sports Network and may not be altered or used in its entirety without the written consent from the Abernathy Sports Network. Today's broadcast is made possible by the fine supporters: MC Master Roofing and Construction, South Plains Auto Ranch, Clark Riley Insurance, April Funeral Home and Flower Shop, First Baptist Church, JC's Refrigeration, Storm Guard, Plains Land Bank, Nutrient Ag Solutions, the Junkin Farmers Market, MZJ Variety Shop, Shallowater, Rooted Revival Hair Salon, Chance Rocha, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market, Lasso Electric, Webb Vision Center, Hill Vet, WTX Diesel, West Texas Brick and Stone, Rural Roots Medical Clinic, the Farmers Cooperative Compress, First State Bank, DB Media, Ty Horsford Realtor. Again, thank you for tuning in tonight's live sports event. It will begin shortly.
Quarter. There's an empty backfield looking to throw. Wiley swings it out over to the far side. Lots of room. 10-5 touchdown. Coming up. There's the snap. Another handoff underneath. And the first one there behind the line of scrimmage is number 50, Dyson Garcia. Sideline. Fake that's actually the snap to Micheletti. Micheletti takes off. He may have his second touchdown of the night, and he does! Colt Micheletti from 28 yards. Highly three receiver set. There's Rolando in motion. He gets the pin, and he hits the hole hard. He's into the red zone. He's carrying tacklers. He's Superman into the end zone. Rolando Martinez on the second. And good evening, Abernathy, Texas, and good evening, fans of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes. Welcome to Wildcat Stadium tonight here in Littlefield, Texas, as we've got week 3 of the Texas high school football season for the Abernathy Antelopes, and it's our second road game of the season as we're high atop beautiful Wildcat Stadium here tonight in Littlefield, Texas, as the Abernathy Antelopes look to continue a long winning streak against these Littlefield Wildcats. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Voice of the Antelopes, Ty Horsford, alongside that other guy, Chance Rocha, and Travis Wickenden behind the lens tonight. And Chance, for the first time this season, there is not a cloud in the sky. It is a beautiful night for football here in West Texas. Abernathy's made the short jaunt over here to Littlefield, and what promises to be a good battle tonight between the Abernathy Antelopes and the Littlefield Wildcats.
Yeah, definitely going to be a good battle. Kind of your first road test. You know, you went on the road to Stratford, but you weren't able to finish that game. So your first true road test of the season, Ty.
As the Antelopes come in officially 1-0 on the season with that no contest at Stratford to open the year. And then last week they had an exciting 20-16 win as they got a win over the Sunray Bobcats last night, and a little bit distracted as we've got a very loud speaker right here in our ear, but a 20-16 win over the Sunray Bobcats a week ago. And the Littlefield Wildcats come into this one tonight. They are 2-0 on the season. The Wildcats, they've got wins last week over Denver City by a score of 34-14. They opened the season with a 49-47 win over the Lamesa Golden Tornadoes. Abernathy, they've won 7 in a row, Chance, in this series. They've kind of had Littlefield's number as of late. Littlefield's last win came all the way back in 2009, 2010, and most prognosticators, Chance, have this one as a toss-up. Kind of been the story of our early season so far. You look at Dave Campbell's Texas football, they've got Littlefield here at home by 3. The Lubbock AJ has Abernathy by 4. I know both you and I think this one has potential to come down to the final possession or 2 as well. And so should be a good one here tonight between the Antelopes and the Wildcats.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Ty. And I think, we talked about it Wednesday on Outside the Box, but I think it's going to be one of those games where it's going to depend on the team that kind of stays in their rhythm and stays in their groove and kind of doesn't get out of their element. Littlefield's coming in with their young sophomore quarterback due to the injury of their starting quarterback. But, he did well last week in his first kind of experience against Denver City.
As we dive into our West Texas Brick and Stone pregame show here tonight, our pregame show brought to you by West Texas Brick and Stone. Let's take a look at the Littlefield Wildcats, Chance. We mentioned 2-0 on the year, that close win over Lamesa, and then they kind of had a 3-touchdown win over DC last Friday. Kind of like Antelopes, they're dealing with a little bit of adversity on the injury front. That opening win of the season proved costly from an injury standpoint for them, as they lost not only their starting quarterback, but their leading wide receiver as well. So they've kind of relied on some guys to step up in roles that maybe they weren't expected to be in when the season started, and so far it's worked out for the Littlefield Wildcats. Quarterback Sammy Sines, just a sophomore, but he came in the third quarter of that game with Lamesa, finished out that one to help them get the win. And then last week, 258 passing yards and a couple of touchdowns against the Denver City Mustangs, also rushed for 57 yards, and his favorite target, and a lot more leadership responsibility put on this wide receiver, Jaden Barrio. He's one of the few returners on that offense, especially at skill positions for Littlefield. He had 157 receiving yards last week against the Mustangs.
Yeah, he did. And the other big kind of staple for the Wildcats ties, they're returning some guys up front. They're anchored on both sides of the ball by the big guys up front, and that's going to be something that, we don't have a ton of experience in that. We talk about it every single game, Ty, that you lost a lot of starters up front, and so that's going to kind of be the question mark there, is how are they going to be able to push you around? Are they going to be able to handle the line of scrimmage, or is your speed going to be something for them to deal with?
I expect Littlefield, a team that's not afraid to throw it around some, obviously threw for over 250 yards last week against Denver City, but Chance, I expect them to try and run the ball some tonight with that size advantage they have up front. I can see the Wildcats trying to exploit the Antelopes in that way and take advantage of that size and experience they have on the offensive and defensive line.
Yeah, I can see that too, possibly. And, we kind of talked about it in on Wednesday, Ty, but they do have a running back by committee. They have a few different guys that are going to go out there and trot the rock. And then also, like you said, the sophomore, he had almost 60 yards rushing against Denver City as well, their sophomore quarterback.
And number 60, Jake.
As they are going through the starting lineups here tonight at the Wildcat Stadium. I'm sure you can hear that loud and clear as they are right in our ear. I guess the story behind that, Chance, we're high atop the home side here in Littlefield, and apparently the normal speakers that are connected to the scoreboard that they have, they went out earlier this week, and so they just took the ones off of the baseball stadium across the way and installed them right up here where we're at in our ear. So a loud, clear speaker system here at Littlefield, but you may hear it loud and clear over the broadcast as well. Let's switch gears and talk about the Abernathy Antelopes. Again, after that no contest in the season opener against Stratford, the Antelopes got that win over at Sunray, 20-16. A big defensive stop inside of 2.5 minutes with Sunray driving in the red zone. And it was really a game, Chance, where they relied on their defense to come up with stop after stop. When Sunray, they could get it into the red zone, but 4 different times the Antelopes able to turn them away defensively and kind of keep them at bay. They also forced 3 Sunray turnovers, which was a big key in that ball game last week. Some guys to keep an eye on, Chance, for the Antelopes. We just continue to talk about him because he gets better every week, but he's turned into your leader and your junior quarterback, Jagger Wiley. Wiley, obviously, Coach Wiley Riley's son. 200 passing yards, a couple of passing touchdowns, and one on the ground a week ago. And he also had an interception on defense to go with several tackles. And Chance, he's just kind of proven so far this year to be your emotional leader on and off the field.
Yeah, he definitely has been your emotional leader. When he's made a big play, he gets up and kind of lets the team rally around him and just plays with that grit that you want, and that tenacity, Ty. And I think that one of the things that we saw last week, when he made a play on defense right out of the half, that kind of jump-started you coming back against Sunray. He made a big interception, and then he turned right back around and threw a deep pass to Case Heinrich for a touchdown to kind of get you going in that second half against Sunray.
And that's a perfect leeway, Chance. We talked last week, the Antelopes were minus Darian Duvall, one of your leading playmakers on offense. You were going to need somebody to step up, and that somebody was number 7, Case Heinrich, the sophomore. He stepped up in place of Duvall, and I think, if anything, he probably earned himself more playing time tonight and moving forward. 75 yards receiving, a touchdown, and he had several big plays on defense as well last week against the Bobcats.
Yeah, he had big plays, and that's something that you needed him to do to step up with the absence of Duvall, but it also gives you the benefit, Ty. Now you have both of them ability to be on the field, and, it kind of gives you the experience and the experience of the coaches to know, hey, we can trust him when he's out there, and so guys getting more reps, and then you have the ability to have, him and D on both sides on offense as well, so it just gives you the ability to have more skill players on the field at the same time.
Chance, you've got Colt Micheletti in that Antelope backfield, kind of a quiet 17 rushes and 80 yards last week. But I think we talked about it on Wednesday, and we've talked about it on the air all season long so far. He's kind of one of those guys, he's going to win you some games this year, but he's also a guy that you need him to perform consistently to keep defenses honest.
Yeah, you're definitely going to need him to be out there and to just kind of be the guy. Last year he was kind of the change of pace back with Rolando, but he's going to be the guy that's going to carry the load for you this year. And like you said, to kind of keep the defense from kind of stepping back and forcing all the defensive backs out there, he's going to have you kind of load the box a little bit. That's going to open up that passing game for Wiley, Ty. And then, we haven't talked about it a ton. Obviously, you want to talk about offense. That's the fun part, scoring, but you're going to have big games from your defense to keep these Wildcats off the scoreboard. And you're going to have guys like Malachi Walters and Zephaniah Torres. They had big games last week. Both had double-digit tackles. Zeph forced a couple fumbles, Ty, and you're going to need that tonight as well.
We'll continue our West Texas Brick and Stone pregame show in a moment. Let's swing it out to the turf here at Wildcat Stadium for tonight's national anthem. I think we're going to have the national anthem here momentarily. The Littlefield Ball Club a little bit late taking the field here, and so Abernathy's lined up and ready to go for that. And the Littlefield Ball Club going through their pregame run-out ritual, run down to one end, take a knee, say a quick prayer, and now I think we're just about set for tonight's national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please direct your attention to the south end zone as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Under the direction of Mr. John Berry, tonight's national anthem will be played by the Littlefield High School Band.
And there you have it, our national anthem tonight, played by the Littlefield Wildcat Band. Chance, as we finish up our West Texas Brick and Stone pregame show, keys to the game tonight, brought to you by MC Master Roofing and Construction. Number one, I think the question is, you already mentioned it, can the Antelopes handle Littlefield's size and experience up front on both sides of the ball? Can you force their sophomore quarterback, Sammy Sines, into making some mistakes? I think that starts with putting pressure on the quarterback and then use your speed.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ty. I think it's going to be one of those things to where can you adjust to what Littlefield's going to throw to you, and just like I said, stay within your ball game. Play the Antelope football and not worry about the Wildcats trying to get you out of position. And then I think if you can put some pressure on Sines and use your speed off the edges, I think that's going to go a long ways and kind of force them into being a one-dimensional ball club.
Those are our MC Master Roofing and Construction keys to the game tonight. The Abernathy Antelopes and the Littlefield Wildcats. Again, we apologize if that is loud in your ear. I know it's loud in ours. Hopefully that's not translating quite as much, but we're just about ready for the opening kickoff. The Abernathy Antelopes wearing the white jerseys trimmed in maroon, and Littlefield in the maroon tops and white bottoms, as it's the Antelopes and the Wildcats here from Wildcat Stadium in Littlefield, Texas. 12 minutes on the clock, and we've got our First State Bank opening kickoff tonight here, as it will be the Antelopes taking it back left to right on the broadcast. Glad you're with us tonight from Wildcat Stadium in Littlefield, Texas.
Another beautiful night for football, Ty.
Yes, it is. End over end kick. It's high and deep, and that's a heck of a kickoff for Littlefield to start the ball game. It sails through the back of the end zone, had a pretty good breeze at his back, and it will be first down and 10 after the touchback, as we'll get our first look at the Antelope offense.
Yeah, number 10, Aiden Villarreal, he was running up to catch it, and then he didn't realize that wind was blowing with the football, and it kind of carried it over his head, but that's all right.
As junior quarterback Jagger Wiley set to lead the Antelopes onto the field, they will take over from the 25-yard line. They'll spot the ball right in the middle of the field. A pretty good contingent of Antelope fans have made the trip to Littlefield across the way, and we are set. As in the gun is Wiley. Some motion in the backfield. There's a little bit misdirection. Handoff coming right here, or right at us, as a flag flies in from behind as Colt Micheletti crosses the 25-yard line, but we'll check the penalty flag.
Yeah, it's coming from the backside, so it looks like it's the possibility it's going to be holding on the Lopes right here. Not sure, but it looks like that's what it's probably going to be. Also to note, number 3, Darian Duvall, he will be wearing number 21 here tonight. Very Deion Sanders-esque.
Last time we saw Darian Duvall, Chance, he was being taken away in an ambulance in Stratford, Texas. So good to see him back on the field here tonight.
Yeah, looking very Deion Sanders-esque with that 21.
Absolutely.
Offsetting penalties there, was holding on both teams, so they pick it up and they're going to replay first down.
Knock on wood, Chance. Abernathy, the first couple of times out, have played pretty well as far as that aspect of the game is concerned. Always a crapshoot when you come on the road a little bit, but we'll keep an eye on that here tonight. In the gun again is Wiley. Will replay first down and 10.
It's going to be a false start.
And there's movement up front on the Antelope. So maybe some road jitters here out of the gates for Abernathy. 2 penalties, 2 plays, and kind of a sputtering start here from Wildcat Stadium.
Yeah, it was a funny little false start. You had a lot of motion going, and it looks like Coach Blasquez and the offensive coordinator there is trying to see what they're going to be playing, if they're going to be zone or man, to kind of see where we're going to open up if you put guys in motion. So doing a lot of motion early, but kind of caught us right there on that false start penalty.
Just underway tonight from Littlefield. No score between Abernathy and the Littlefield Wildcats. In the shotgun is Wiley, empty backfield. Jagger looks to throw over the middle, hits a receiver in the hands, but not able to hang on.
Another flag.
Number 1, Minfield. Another flag on the play.
Man.
3 snaps, 3 flags.
May just leave it out there on the field.
Tell you what, I hate when it kind of turns into that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing here. I think there's some frustration on what's going on.
So let's check the penalty.
I think they're seeing if they want to accept it or what the call is. They're asking the home coach.
We've got an ineligible receiver downfield, the call here against the Antelopes. Looks like Littlefield will decline that, and it will be second down and long. So they're going to take the down instead. Man in motion, fakes handoff. Wiley throws back the other way in space, across the original line of scrimmage. Goes number 1, Minfield, his first catch of the night. He got 6 or 7, but Chance, it's going to be third down and long here for the Antelopes.
Yeah, able to almost get back to the line of scrimmage just past it, Ty, but it's going to be a tough third and long right here to start the game for the Lopes.
Third down and 8. We'll give Minfield a catch of 7 yards on that one, and so Abernathy needs to get it out to the 35-yard line here to move the sticks on their first series. You've got 3 receivers spread to the near side. That's the wide side of the field here, and looking that way is. That should be interference, but no flag is intended for Bird over the middle. Lots of contact, and thought the defense might have been there early, but Wiley's pass is going to fall incomplete, and it will be a 3 and out here for the Antelopes on their opening possession.
Yeah, you weren't able to really get in a rhythm there, Ty, with the 3 penalties or 4 penalties that you have starting. Lots of guys going in motion, and kind of, like you said, maybe some jitters coming on the road right here tonight, but we're going to have to get that cleaned up on our next series.
So Abernathy will punt it away. Should lead to good field position here for Littlefield for their first possession. A good punt, though, by Wiley. Takes an Abernathy bounce, and then a very dangerous play by the return man, number 6. That is Blatant Solis. He plays it on a hop and just kind of falls on it, but fields it cleanly, and it'll be first down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, kind of a risky play right there by Solis. It looked like he was going to let it go past him, but I think he was worried it was going to continue to bounce maybe 10, 15 more yards, so he just jumped on it there.
10:27 left to play here tonight in the opening quarter from Wildcat Stadium, Chance. And you've played Littlefield the last 7 years in a row, but this is it's been 3 years since Abernathy's actually made the trip to Littlefield. Kind of the way the schedule fell, one non-district, one district ball game. The last 2 meetings of these 2 teams has been played in the friendly confines back at Antelope Stadium.
Yeah, for sure, Ty. And like we said, the last 7 years, you've come out on top. You kind of had their number. But historically, Littlefield definitely does own the win-loss percentage. They've beat Abernathy 20 times, and we've only won 10 of those ones, and 7 coming in the last 7 years.
7 years, yep, absolutely. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. Sophomore quarterback Sammy Signs leads the Wildcats onto the field. Kind of a bunched set, crowded to the near side. Empty backfield. Signs, a quick throw here to the near side. It is caught as Wiley forcing out of bounds Cooper Price, number 4. Price sputters out just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6 for Littlefield.
They're going to go fast, Ty.
A screen pass to the near side. Abernathy reads it well, but breaking a tackle initially at the line is Gabriel Mata, but he only gets a couple of yards and maybe about 3. It'll be third down and we'll call it 4 coming up here for Littlefield. No huddle to the line of scrimmage, fakes the handoff. A big hole for the quarterback. Signs. A quarterback dive up the middle, and it's a shoestring touchdown saving tackle by number 20, Malachi Walters, but that is a gain on the play of about 22 yards. First down and 10. They'll hurry it up to the line. No huddle. Handoff goes right to the middle. Number 33, that is Daniel Rojas, the ball carrier, and he pushes forward for a couple, and it will be second down and 8. Again, no huddle to the line. NASCAR offense here for the Wildcats. 2 receivers stacked on the Littlefield sideline. This is another quarterback keep and another big gaping hole up the middle. Inside the 20 goes the quarterback. Signs. Takes it into that South Plains Auto Ranch red zone here for the first time tonight. Again, no huddle to the line of scrimmage. Signs in the gun. Screen pass to the near side. It is caught. Trying to make a move, but well defended as it is hauled in there by Blatant Solis, but a minimal gain there. And it will be
Well,
fourth down and 1 is Camacho made the stop there. So 4th and 1, Abernathy tries to get off the field. This might be a free play.
They didn't throw.
Did they throw a flag? Yeah. That's going to be a free play. That's a smart move by Signs. He threw one up to the end zone. It's incomplete, but that's going to be, I think, a defensive offsides here on the Antelopes on 4th and 1.
Yeah, it looked like number 22, Brandon Swafford for the Lopes kind of jumped early, and credit to them. It was 4th and about 3 feet there, Ty, and they were able to just get it pretty easily. Kind of calling your bluff on that 4th down call.
Chance of the NASCAR offense hurting the Antelopes right now. They're kind of on their heels here. Signs takes the snap, and it is a fake handoff. Sammy Signs takes it inside the 5-yard line down to the 3. That's going to be another first down run for the Wildcats as they no-huddle it to the line. Now a bunch formation right near the goal line, and they're kind of trying that tush push, if you will, but not anything doing there at the line of scrimmage. A good push back by the defensive front of the white jerseys.
Yeah, they're definitely going fast here, Ty. And what they're doing is they're trying to keep the Lopes tired on the field and trying to keep them guessing, essentially.
As another handoff up the middle goes to number 33, Daniel Rojas. And he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage as well.
To Ryan Hills.
Ryan Hillis comes up to make the stop. Again, no huddle to the line of scrimmage here for the Wildcats. Signs throws one up in the end zone for grabs. That ball is going to be intercepted. The ball is intercepted in the end zone by number 12. That's Xavier Camacho. And that is a defensive stop and turnover force brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions. And Chance Littlefield drives 60 yards. It starts with the pressure in the backfield and then a lob pass to the back corner of the end zone, intercepted by Camacho.
Yeah, that's the downside of going to that hurry-up offense and going quick like that. So you have some guys that missed his block. So Camacho gets the credit for the INT, but you really get pressure off the edge there, Ty, and that's what led to him kind of tossing the ball up early. And so 60-yard drive, most of it was on the ground by Signs. He had almost 40-yard rushing initially on that drive, Ty.
And I think we may have a frozen feed back home. We'll work on that, so stick with us. We'll check that in a minute. After the turnover, Colt Micheletti, number 11, gets the handoff to the middle.
Gain of about 2 there, Ty.
A gain of just a couple yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. In the shotgun is Wiley. Empty backfield, rolling left. Jagger looking to throw in the flats. It's caught at the 30.
Good
Bird makes a nice move and makes a defender miss. That gets him 5 or 6 extra yards. And for the first time tonight, it's a First Baptist Church Antelope first down as Caden Bird hauls in his first catch of the night.
Good move right there. He's able to get it time. Like you said, he slips a couple tackles to get about 5 or 6 extra yards.
As 7:03 left to play here tonight in the first quarter. No score between the Antelopes and the Littlefield Wildcats. In the shotgun again is Wiley. 3 receivers trips to the far side. A flag comes in. Big hole up the middle to the left side of the tackle for Micheletti. And then he's hit hard at the 40. And then another flag comes in from behind. And we may have multiple penalties here, Chance.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There was one on this near side. I don't know what that's going to be, if it was going to be a false start, but it looks like it's going to be a hold up the middle possibly. And it could be on both teams as well.
We have seen that once already.
Stream keeps freezing, Ty.
Well, I know it's frozen, but they can hear us loud and clear, so we'll hit a break. Try and fix that. Well, we'll have to restart the whole thing, I think. So we've got a penalty here
It's going to go the Antelope's way.
It's going to go against Littlefield.
Oh, chopping.
A chop block, and so that's a big one that goes the Antelope's way.
15-yarder.
A 15-yarder, a personal foul, chop block, if you will, against Littlefield. And so that moves the ball on the plus side of midfield into Littlefield territory at the 44-yard line. 6:43 left to play here in the first quarter. In the shotgun is Wiley. 3 receivers to the far side, fakes the handoff up the middle. Now Wiley keeps it, takes the play out of Signs' playbook on the previous drive, and he gets a couple of yards, and that's it. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
I just like the fact that they throw that in the game plan, Ty, to kind of keep them honest and let them know that, hey, we're not scared to run our quarterback as well, and so it just kind of keeps the defense guessing. And the fact that Wiley could probably bust one for 10 or 20 yards, too.
2nd down and 8 coming up here. Antelopes moving left to right. Again, we'll work on our feed whenever we get a break in the action. Empty backfield, fakes it short, and then throws one over the middle too high for Menfield, the intended target. As a Wiley kind of faked a screen pass and then zipped it out over the middle. Had too much on that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, a little too much. He had midfield crossing. He just kind of air-mailed it, and I think it was off that pump fake. He kind of got out of his rhythm and threw it a little high there for Dre.
$5:53 left to play here in the first quarter of the ball game. Antelopes facing a big 3rd and 8, moving left to right.
You got trips to the top side.
And before the snap, I think we're going to have a timeout on the defensive side of the ball. And so what we're going to do, Chance, during this timeout, we are going to restart our feed and hopefully fix the picture. I know you can hear us, but you may have to refresh your page back home if you're listening to us. And so give us just a second and tune us back in here shortly.
You may try to just go to a commercial and then see if we can unplug it before instead of having to restart it.
Something new has taken Abernathy by storm. Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market is locally owned by first responders and offers fresh salad and deli. Okay, welcome back, hopefully. And we'll see if our stream is fixed. All you missed out of the timeout is one play, a nice run by Jagger Wiley, the quarterback, for a First Baptist Church. Antelope first down again, takes it inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line. Abernathy quickly gets it back up to the line of scrimmage, got some motion with Heinrich, but the handoff goes underneath the Micheletti, number 11, and he crashes down inside the 25-yard line. Didn't get a great spot on that one. Thought he was closer to the 23, but they mark him back at the 25, a gain of 4 for Micheletti, and it will be 2nd down and 6.
Good hard run right there, though, for Micheletti. Like I said, Ty, wasn't happy with the spot, but I'll take 5 yards.
4:55 left to play here tonight in the first quarter. In the shotgun is Jagger. 2 receivers to both sides. In the gun, low snap. Wiley goes down to get it. Wants it all on this one. Up for grabs. Man coverage for Bird. And it's pretty well defended there by number 6, Blayton Solis, who had man coverage at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, pretty well defended right there. But you can definitely tell Caden Bird feels like he should have came down with that one. But it would have been tough to come down with it and keep his feet in bounds there, Ty.
And another 3rd down facing Abernathy here. They've been able to convert a couple on this drive, this opening drive of the game. It started when Abernathy picked off a Sammy Signs pass in the Littlefield end zone back at the other end of the field. In the shotgun again is Wiley. Wiley takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now scrambling near side, being chased. Got free from one defender, and then he's undercut just shy of the 20-yard line. Just a gain of 3 yards. Chance it will be 4th down coming up here for the Antelopes. A big play on 4th down and about 3, almost 4.
Yep. Big play right here, Ty. But you know, in the territory that they're in, you're going to go for it. I would expect some motion. You may go hard up the middle with Micheletti, but I would expect some motion to kind of see what they're in and then maybe keep the ball in Wiley's hand and give them the opportunity to run or pass.
In the shotgun is Wiley here again. 4th down and 3 coming up for the
Blitz
Antelopes. Ooh, almost jumping off sides. Now there is movement. It'll be interesting to see who this is on. It's going to be on the Antelopes. And Chance, somebody flinched up front that kind of drew the Littlefield defensive front to jump, and that's one that hurts you. You go from 4th and 3 to 4th and 8.
Yep. See what the play call is going to be. Probably going to change it up a little bit here. You're going to have to give your quarterback a little bit more time, especially if they bring pressure. So you're going to have to figure out a way to give him a little bit extra time so he can get the ball out and get that 8 yards. So possibly a slant across the middle from one of your inside receivers here.
And so a 4th down and 8 coming up here for the Antelopes. In the shotgun, empty backfield, Wiley rolling near side, now looking back other way, but he's hit from behind, and the ball is almost intercepted. Wiley takes a shot from the blind side, number 64. It was A.J. Cantu bringing the pressure for the Littlefield Wildcats. That's a nice defensive play by Cantu, Chance. And so both teams, a decent-looking drive, but both defenses hold, and the ball goes over on downs to Littlefield.
Yeah, you kind of sputter right there, Ty. You had your guy, Wiley, just kind of took a little bit more time than he needed to, and he's got attacked right there on the blind side coming from the back.
And thanks for all of those texting and chiming in. I think our feed is fixed, and sometimes, Chance, you just got to restart things. For once, it's not an internet problem tonight. We've got a crystal clear signal here in Littlefield tonight. Empty backfield, Signs looking to throw, swings it to the near side. Ooh, I thought he stepped out of bounds. As number 5, that is Nate Castaneda hauling it in. We'll see where they stepped out. They're going to say at the 34-yard line, so that'll be a gain of 6 on 1st down, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. Littlefield again, no huddle to the line of scrimmage. In the gun, Signs fakes the throw, and now he's going to run with it. Kind of dances this time. Not as much room on the interior that time. He gets to the 35-yard line or so. A favorable spot at the 34. It'll be 3rd down and short. 3rd down and about 2 coming up here. No huddle to the line. Signs takes the snap. Screen. No, it's a fake screen pass. That's a good fake. A big hole for Signs, but it's coming back as the holding flag comes in from the back judge.
See, that turns into a tough situation right there for Littlefield, Ty, because you have your lineman pass blocking in a pass situation, and when they feel signs coming up, their instinct is to go into a run block where you're using more of your hands, and when you do that, you're going to grab some jerseys, and they got them right there on the hold penalty.
So both teams now, some big penalties here tonight early on in the ball game. That one hurts Littlefield, as that'll back them up 10. We'll replay 3rd down, but Chance 3rd and 2 becomes 3rd and 12.
Yeah, 3rd and 12. The far side shows 4th down, but it's still 3rd down.
As in the shotgun is Signs. Looks to throw down the field, down the near side into double coverage. It's overthrown, and again it's intercepted for the 2nd time tonight. This time it is number 21 for the Antelopes. That is Darian Duvall. The interception, it's another Nutrien Ag Solutions turnover forced by this Antelope defense, Chance. And one of our MC Master Roofing and Construction keys to the game, you know they've got an inexperienced quarterback in there making mistakes, and he's thrown 2 kind of lame duck interceptions here so far in the ball game.
And it was the same story as last time on your last interception, Ty. Duvall's going to get the credit for the INT, but the pressure came up the middle from freshman Daniel Salinas. He kind of pushed his way through the nose guard and was able to put some pressure on Signs, and he had to throw it up.
3:01 left to play here in a scoreless first quarter tonight from Antelope Stadium, or from Wildcat Stadium in Littlefield, Texas. Glad to have you with us. Ty Horsford at Chance Rocha and Travis Wickenden tonight. In the gun again is Wiley as the Antelope offense back on the field. Fakes the no, it is an end around to Bird. And Bird almost gets the corner, but a nice shoestring tackle there as I was either number 8 or number 9. for Littlefield.
On the stop, number 8, Ben Castillo.
I think it was number 8, Castillo.
Yeah, they're going to say Ben Castillo, the tackle. And if Castillo doesn't get him there, Chance, and Bird gets the corner, he's got some speed, and there was some open room over there for him to run.
Yeah, he could have probably got you 10 or 15, if not probably popped it for a touchdown there, Ty.
A gain of just 1, though, for Caden Bird. It'll be 2nd down and 9 here for the Antelopes inside of 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
You got freshman Aiden Villarreal in the backfield with Wiley.
And the handoff coming to the near side. Ball on the ground. And I think Littlefield may have it back. It was Villarreal who got the carry. He was popped from behind. Chance, that's a textbook defensive play. Helmet on the ball. It comes out. And Littlefield recovers the fumble.
Yeah, Aiden was trying to get the edge on this far side over here. And like you said, they kind of popped it out from the backside. He wasn't expecting that. He tried to jump on it, but he was already falling to his knees. And then the lone Lope that was there had his back turned to. He didn't have an opportunity to hop on that one there.
So, Chance, so far here in this opening quarter, it is the defenses between these two making the statements early.
Yeah, but the defenses, and with the as quick as they play, Ty, you're going to have to keep your guys fresh on the defensive side of the ball.
And so good field position for Littlefield. They take over at the Abernathy 39-yard line. Some motion in the backfield, and there's movement up front. I think this is going to be a false start penalty on Littlefield, and in fact, that's the call coming in from the far side. And Chance, with as fast as Littlefield plays, you're probably going to see more of that than what you typically would in a ball game.
Well, we've already seen more flags here tonight than we saw in the first, two games combined for sure. But like you said, a lot of that is credit to the motions and the things that they do, and they can kind of get you out of your element too. So.
First down and 15 as that backs up the Wildcats 5 yards to the 44-yard line. 2:08, the clock rolls. Left to play here in the first quarter. As Signs gets the snap, looking to throw, airs it out deep, and he just overthrows everybody.
Oh, they're going to call
there is no way. As they're going to call out not a pass interference, but a defensive hold on that far side. That ball was so far uncatchable as it was way overthrown by Signs, but they're going to get bailed out here with a defensive holding penalty.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty there, Ty. Should go back to the original line of scrimmage.
Pass interference would have been 15. It's not a spot foul like the NFL.
I think he's trying to ask him if it's pass interference or if it's hold.
The official from the far side quickly signaled hold.
Yeah.
So they'll go to the original line of scrimmage, and I guess they are going to mark off 10. Huh. No, it's going to be a 10-yard defensive holding penalty here against the against the Antelopes here. Wildcats moving inside the 35-yard line.
And a fresh set of downs.
A free first down. As
that's a hold.
Another handoff, or no, not a handoff, rather a quarterback keep up the middle. Signs, and Chance, the last couple of times that Signs has done that, the Antelopes have done a better job closing in defensively.
Yeah, they've been able to contain him a little bit right there. And there was some one of the Littlefield Wildcats was blocking Braden Safford way far over here on the near sideline, and this back ref had a conversation with them. I think he was telling them, hey, we need to cool it down a little bit once you get to the end of the play. 2nd
down and 8 after a gain of just 2 on the quarterback keeper. Signs in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off to the near side, tries to misdirect, and trying to get free is Solis. And he runs into a group of white jerseys at about the 29-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4 coming up here. No huddle to the line for Littlefield again. In the gun, fakes the handoff, Signs the quarterback keeper, and he's caught from behind right near the first down marker. I don't know that he got actually a favorable spot. It is going to be a Littlefield first down. So a fresh set of downs for the Wildcats. They quickly get it back to the line. In the shotgun, handoff coming to the near side again. It's Solis. Somehow he gets away as it looked like Abernathy had him dead in his tracks, and he gets down right near the 20-yard line. That's a good run by Solis on first down, a gain of 6. Again, no huddle after the tackle by Torres. In the shotgun again, fakes the handoff. It is Signs, a quarterback keeper, and he's hit right in the middle and driven backwards. That's a nice defensive play there for the Antelopes. Malachi Walters, number 20, put the pop on for no gain. Again, no huddle to the line, Chance. We can't even keep up with what's going on. They're going so fast.
Third and short.
In the shotgun again here, third down and about 3. And now they're going to slow it down momentarily as Signs looks over to the Littlefield sideline for some direction.
Yeah, they're probably slowing it down right here because this is where they got into trouble earlier.
And that is actually the end of the first quarter. As they are going to switch ends of the field. They'll be going into the wind when we come back. No score after 1 tonight. It's the Abernathy Antelopes and the Littlefield Wildcats. When it comes to insuring your home, car, farm, or anything in between, you want a friendly face that you can trust. And you'll find that at Clark Riley Insurance in Abernathy. They offer a variety of insurance options, no matter how big or small, and they'll treat you like family throughout the process. They've been in the business for many years and have the expertise to get you the insurance you need at an affordable price. Give them a call today at 298-2591. Clark Riley Insurance is a proud supporter of the Lady Lopes and Antelopes. Buying a car can be daunting, but not if you let your friends at the South Plains Auto Ranch help you with the process. Offering great deals and in-house financing on used cars, Austin and his team need to be your first call when you are looking for a new ride. Come see us on the south end of town today or give us a call at 806-298-2200. South Plains Auto Ranch is a proud supporter of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes and wish them the best of luck. And once again, good evening and welcome back here to Wildcat Stadium in Littlefield, Texas. Started the second quarter, no score between Abernathy and Littlefield. Glad you're with us tonight. In the shotgun, Sammy Signs on third down. He's going to take it up the middle, a first down and more inside the 10-yard line. He's hit from behind down near the 5 in that South Plains Auto Ranch red zone. And Micheletti finally the stop. First down and goal to go here for Littlefield. In the shotgun, handoff goes up the middle to Solis, who tries to find a hole and then hits a couple of defenders and drives them forward. Abernathy, not much of a defensive push. Instead, it goes the other way down just outside the 1-yard line. Bunch formation near the goal line for the Wildcats. Tush push at the goal line, and it is a touchdown as Signs on the quarterback keeper from a yard out, and we've got our first score of the night. It's a Wildcat touchdown.
Yeah, it's a Wildcat touchdown. And Ty, they just kind of use that NASCAR offense right there. They do the fake, have Signs running up the middle, then they hand it off to Solis, and then they finish it off with the Philadelphia Eagles tush push right there and just get in the end zone. It looks like they may go for two.
They kind of got that swinging gate look here, so we'll see if they change it at the last minute, which it looks like they might.
That seems like a lot of pressure.
That a lot could go wrong. I don't even know what that accomplishes.
They got one guy running
Lots of
late.
people do it. PAT 10 on the play clock to snap it. Still plenty of time. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 11:22 left in the first half, it's the Wildcats who strike first. They lead 7-0. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football.
Rooter Bible is your local faith-based salon that is rooted in Christ and built on community. A fresh, peaceful space for everyday hair, confidence, and connection. Whether it's a kid's cut, a men's trim, or a full highlight, stylist Hannah Rocha and Sierra Contreras can take care of you. With a heart for people and a passion for purpose, they are proud to serve the community of Abernathy and West Texas. You can find them on Facebook or stop by and see them at 203 Avenue D in Abernathy to schedule your next appointment.
As welcome back here to Littlefield, Texas in Wildcat Stadium. And having some scoreboard issues at the moment, but it is 7-0. The Littlefield Wildcats have taken their first lead of the game, Chance, here with 11:22 left to play in the first quarter.
11:22 in the first quarter, and their NASCAR offense, like I said, kind of got you right there on the last drive, and so going to have to get in a rhythm here on offense and put some points on the board.
As another First State Bank kickoff coming up here for the Antelopes as Caden Bird back to receive.
Surprise onside. We'll see.
As end over, that was the tee. It's more of a pooch kick. That's a dangerous one. Is coming up is Heinrich, Case Heinrich, number 7, Chance with a defender in his face and got hit pretty hard, hangs onto the football as on the pooch kick. It's not quite an onside, but Abernathy able to maintain possession there.
Yeah, they pooch it out there to try to see if you're going to have anybody run up, and typically you're not thinking that's going to happen this early in the ball game, but luckily Heinrich was able to run up there and snag it off the one hop, and we're able to keep the ball.
Seven to nothing, Littlefield the lead. Abernathy with it going from their own 35-yard line, faking the handoff. Actually, the direct snap goes to number 11, Chance. That's Micheletti. Abernathy tries a little bit of trickery there, and it comes out to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of almost 6 on first down.
Yeah, and Micheletti, he's used to taking snaps, Ty. He played, JV quarterback the majority of last year before he was moved up, and he's not afraid to take those snaps. He's actually probably technically listed as your backup quarterback, and so I like the trickery right there from Blasquez.
10:55 left to play here in the first half. Littlefield leading 7 to nothing. In the shotgun.
Trips to the far side.
Fakes the screen pass. Again, the handoff goes instead to the interior. That's Micheletti. He takes it across the 45-yard line. That's a First Baptist Church Antelope first down, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, that's good hard running right there up the middle by Micheletti, just finding your hole and just pushing forward.
Micheletti out to the 47-yard line as they near midfield. Abernathy down 7 to nothing here in quarter number 2. In the shotgun is Wiley again. Another handoff, and this time read pretty well by Littlefield up front. That is
they're going to give a loss of maybe 1.
Number 64, AJ Cantu comes up with the tackle for Littlefield. That's a loss on the play of a little bit, and it'll be second down and long.
Got to win that battle up front, Ty. Like you said, you got to get that running game going so you can keep them kind of honest in the passing game.
Inside of 10 minutes to play now in the first half of the ball game. Littlefield leading 7 to nothing.
Trips to the far side.
In the gun is Wiley. Looks to the short side, and for the second time tonight, he is hit from behind. The blind side again gets to Wiley. The ball comes out, but they said he was down. But it is a sack for the Littlefield defense. And Chance, that's a scary thing when Wiley has no idea he's coming.
Yeah, that's a scary thing when it's from the blind side like that, Ty. And I don't know if there was some miscommunication up front or if that was just a blitz on the near side, but he almost came unscathed and was able to get Wiley before he was able to release that pass.
Abernathy going the wrong direction. Third down and almost 20. They've got to get it to the Wildcat 43-yard line here to move the sticks. Trips to the short side of the field. Wiley with an empty backfield looking to throw, airing it out over the middle, has a wide open Case Heinrich. That would have been a first down and more, but Chance just Wiley a little too much on it, and that's kind of been the case all night, and that's really the first time we've seen that. Wiley pretty accurate passer back there typically in the backfield. It'll be 3 and out here for the Antelope.
Yeah, typically super accurate, especially across the middle right there, and I think he was so open that Wiley kind of got a little amped up and put a little bit too much on it right there, Todd. But unfortunate, we're going to have to punt it away right here. With the wind at your back, this should be a decent punt by Wiley, though.
As inside their own 20 are the return men for Littlefield. It's a line drive kick that does take an Abernathy bounce, still rolling back inside the 30. Chance wasn't the prettiest kick in the world, but it does at least get the job done down near their own 25-yard line. That's where Littlefield will take over.
Yeah, definitely will. And Wiley was kind of dealing with some pressure. He wasn't able to get much air underneath it, but he's able to flip the field for you.
Gives us an opportunity, Chance, here to thank some of our sponsors. The Junkin Farmers Market, MZJ Variety Shop in Shallowater, Hillvet, WTX Diesel, Rural Roots Medical Clinic, and the Farmers Cooperative Compress of Plainview. All proud supporters of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes.
You know, your defense kind of got you started last week, Tom. We're going to need a big stand right here with 8 minutes left in the second quarter to kind of get us back in a rhythm.
As in the shotgun, trips to the far side for Signs, looks short, now he's going to scramble out of the pocket, makes a defender miss just shy of the 30-yard line, and then is knocked down after a gain of about 4, and it'll be second down coming up for Littlefield.
Yeah, that's just a busted play right there, and he's able to wiggle out and get 4 yards and make something positive from it.
In the shotgun, Signs the fake handoff. He'll keep it again. And there's a good job up front there by those white jersey. A short gain for the quarterback Signs, but third down coming up here for the Wildcats. Chance, you feel like this might be a big play for the Antelopes?
Yeah, it's definitely a big play. If you can keep them in third and long, I'm curious to see if they'll try to go for it on fourth.
In the shotgun is Signs, the sophomore QB. He has thrown 2 interceptions tonight. The Wildcats again leading 7-0 here in the second quarter.
It's come in situations just like this too, Ty, where you put pressure on them in third down.
As faking the handoff, screen pass, or more of a slant rather, and that is going to be for a first down. Just a simple slant route to Jaden Bardio. Bardio's first catch of the night, and it's a fresh set of downs for the Wildcats.
Yeah, he just kind of slanted in front of Dre midfield on this near side for us, Ty.
As they're going to get Abernathy for being offsides there, I think. Abernathy able to put some pressure on in the backfield. That was number 20, Malachi Walters. They may say he jumped early, though.
Malachi Walters on the stop.
So that'll negate the run. They're going to go ahead and...
That is going to be a defensive offsides here against the Antelopes as Walters jumped. It'll be second down and 4. Signs will be in the shotgun looking left to right. In the shotgun, handoff coming to the middle. There's a pretty big hole, and right now Littlefield winning that battle in the trenches. That is going to be another first down run as Stafford the stop. No huddle to the line again for Littlefield. In the gun, screen pass to the near side, and the Abernathy defenders coming, but 2 defenders run right by number 10 who had caught it. And I don't have a 10 on my roster, but it goes for a gain of 2. Chance should have been a loss of 2.
Yeah, go ahead. It should have been a loss of 2 or 3 right there, Ty. Like, yeah, he's able to slip one and then he gets forced out of bounds after a short gain.
As another offsides coming against the defense as the handoff goes up the middle, Chance. And right now, Abernathy's just trying to get a jump defensively to put some pressure on, and they keep jumping off sides.
Yeah, and I think it's they're listening for the clap, and when they hear the clap, it's just a little delay on that center snapping it, Ty. And so as soon as they hear it, they're trying to jump that snap.
So it might have been Walters again.
I think maybe it was either Walters or Stafford here on this near side.
Might have been both of them. So another 5-yard penalty here against the Antelopes. Again, Littlefield trails 7-0. Our scoreboard a little bit out of commission at the moment on the broadcast. We'll get that fixed, but it is 7-0 at Littlefield. And Chance, I think this is a good timeout by Coach Wiley and the Antelopes to slow things down with 6:45 left to play here in the first half of the ball game, and the Wildcats leading 7-0 over the Antelopes. As one of Abernathy's longest-standing institutions, First State Bank is proud to meet a full scale of banking needs in Abernathy and the surrounding areas. We are family-owned and operated and have been for many years. We are the people you see at the grocery store and go to church with, and we pride ourselves on being your friend in the banking business. Come see us today. We are wishing the Lopes and the Lady Lopes much success this season. And welcome back here tonight to Wildcat Stadium. Voice of the Antelopes, Ty Horsford, alongside Chance Rocha and Travis Wickenden behind the lens tonight, Chance. And they've got the fancy lights here in Littlefield as let the light show begin here at Littlefield Stadium tonight. Nice facility they have here in Wildcat Country. Out of the timeout, Littlefield's got it going left to right, facing second down and 4. As in the shotgun is Signs, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Oh, it is not a fake. He faked me out. The handoff does go underneath the number 32. That is Jonas Camacho, and he takes it for another Wildcat first down inside the 35 down to the 34. Micheletti the stop. Again, no huddle to the line. This time it's going to be a quarterback keeper, and this time the Antelopes get there as a flag comes in from the back judge. Number 5 for the Antelopes, Eddie Perez, comes up to make the stop, and let's check the penalty flag. Probably holding, and that is the case. Where it was thrown, you could guess that is probably the case, and so this one a holding call on the Wildcats. Chance, that's about the only thing that slows down this fast-moving NASCAR-like offense for Littlefield.
Like you said, when you run fast like that, that's one of the things that can get you into trouble is penalties.
As in the shotgun, Signs, fakes the handoff, looks to throw it deep, and that led his receiver out of bounds. It was caught, but not able to stay in bounds. That's a good job there by your defender.
Minfield.
That is Minfield kind of forcing the receiver to the sideline.
Yeah, and Minfield, he was using the sideline to his advantage right there, Ty, and it was a good job. Signs just kind of threw it too far to this near side.
Second down and 20 for Littlefield. Empty backfield. Little screen pass. Bubble screen to the near side. Antelopes had him. The tackle was missed, though, and it's going to go for a big gain.
That's going to go for a big game you're going to have.
And then a late flag, as frustration on the Antelopes is going to add 15 yards to the end of the run, I think.
Not sure who that flag was on. I couldn't see. Yeah, Drake Minfield kind of had him on that little bitty screen. He wasn't able to get that shoelace tackle, and he broke free.
As the Abernathy Antelopes getting a little bit frustrated, Chance, and that defense a little bit winded as well. As let's check the penalty for sure here.
I think it was kind of maybe a taunting or
It is unsportsmanlike conduct on Abernathy. So extracurricular after the play. And that'll add 15 to what was already about an 18-yard gain.
Yep. And we kind of talked about it, Ty. You can't let them get you out of your game, and it's things like that that'll happen. They can kind of frustrate the coaches as also as the players. You can't kind of give them extra yards.
Inside the 15, snap goes to Signs. Hand off to the middle. Oh, my goodness. A wide open lane up the middle. It is number 32, Jonas Camacho from 18 yards out. That's another Littlefield touchdown. The light show flashes again, and it's a 2-score lead for the Littlefield Wildcats.
Yeah, 2-score lead, and like you said, nobody up the middle. You kind of get pressure coming to both sides, and they kind of spread you out right down the middle, and 32 did the rest of it. It looked like Torres came in and tried to hit him, and he hit him, and he went into the end zone.
The PAT is up, and it is good. And with 5:55 left in the first half, it's 14-0. The Littlefield Wildcats lead. We'll take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football.
Located in the heart of the community, Abernathy's First Baptist Church is ready to welcome you to their family. Our pastor is Damon Pierce, and our youth pastor is Bailey Hare. We meet at 9:30 for Sunday school and 10:45 for worship, and we have a wide variety of children's, youth, and adult activities beginning at 6 on Wednesday nights. At Abernathy's First Baptist Church, we strive to love God, love people, and tell the world. We are praying the Lopes and Lady Lopes have a tremendous season.
And welcome back here to Wildcat Stadium in Littlefield, Chance. Here in the second quarter, the Wildcats kind of taking control of this one, a couple of touchdowns, and they now lead it 14-0 as we've got another First State Bank kickoff coming up here for the Antelopes.
Yeah, and he kind of hurt yourself there, Ty. Like you said, they had the big gain on the screenplay, the 18-yarder, where Minfield kind of wasn't able to get the shoelace tackle, and they busted for about 12 more yards, and then you have the extracurriculars that put them in a perfect position and kind of got your emotions behind you. So you want to be playing with emotion, Ty, but you want to be playing with emotion in the right way. And we're going to need some of that right here on this offensive drive.
5:55 left to go. End-over-end kick is returnable from the 30-yard line. It is Bird making a couple of defenders miss at the 35, gets out close to the 40. And it'll be first down and 10 for there. And Chance, Abernathy needs something good to happen on offense.
Yeah, you definitely need something good. And you need to get in a rhythm and, keep protecting that blind side of Wiley. That's where they've kind of got you. And so just look for that coming out. But we're going to have to draw something up to try to score right here before half.
5:49 left here in the first half of the ball game. The Antelopes trail 14-0 here tonight on the road in Littlefield. In the shotgun is Wiley. Man in motion is Bird. The handoff, though, goes underneath the Micheletti. He follows his blocks out close to the 45-yard line. You'll take that every time on first down, Chance. Gain of about 5, almost 6 for Micheletti at second down.
Yeah, I'll take 5 yards every single time and use the motion to your advantage right there, kind of throwing the linebackers off, keeping them on their toes so they're not able to just shoot that gap. They're expecting a possible handoff, so you fake them out there and give it up the middle of Micheletti.
Second down and 5 coming up here for Abernathy, moving right to left. As in the shotgun is Wiley, 2 receivers to the far side. Handoff goes up the middle. There's another big hole. Look out, Micheletti. He's into the backfield. 40-35 down near the 30-yard line, Chance. That is a gain of 26 yards for Colt Micheletti. That's a First Baptist Church Antelope first down. And the Antelopes in business down near the 30-yard line.
That's a Colt Micheletti run that you're typically used to seeing right there. You kind of go with the straight dive on the near side, and he's able to kind of break one tackle and get out to the edge. And if it wasn't for that last one, I think he would have busted a tackle.
I thought he might be taking it to the house. Abernathy's got to stay with it, though. 2 receivers to the far side. Couple in the backfield with Wiley. Man in motion again is Bird. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket and throws a dangerous pass over the middle. Wiley was hit late, Chance. No flag there as he's a little slow to get up. He's okay. But Wiley taking a beating in the backfield here tonight. And it'll be second down after the incomplete pass.
Yeah, and you go with 2 motions faked right there. You fake it to Bird coming on the motion, and then you fake it to Micheletti up the middle. So the past 2 plays kind of set that one up. But it was long developing. Wiley's not able to get it to his receiver across the middle, and I think they batted at the line of scrimmage. So I like the play call, but with them having so much pressure, it's hard to have those long developing pass plays.
Second down and 10. Kind of a bunch formation here. 2 receivers wide. Big hole up the middle again for Colt as Micheletti puts his head down and runs hard down to the 25-yard line. And on second and 10, Chance, that's a gain of 7. It'll be third down and 3. You got 2 downs to get it. Here, plenty of time, 4:20 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, use the clock to your advantage. You want to make sure you put points on the board, but you don't want to leave a ton of time on the clock to kind of give the ball back to the Wildcats either.
As Abernathy moving into that north end zone here in Littlefield. Down 14-0. In the gun is Wiley.
Looks like they're going to bring a blitz on the near side.
And there it comes, going up man coverage towards the end zone and not able to catch up to it. But we'll see if it's holding or interference. There's lots of contact over there on the far side of the field. That may be holding.
Yep, it's holding. It looks like Duvall, and he was slow to get up on that one. He dove for it, and he may be coming out of the game right here too, Ty, on his own will. But I think he kind of dove for it and landed on his chest there.
But it will be a free First Baptist Church Antelope first down here. Should give them 10 yards and move the chains.
What are they talking? I'm not sure what they're talking about. Oh, are they telling them what the penalty is? But where they're walking it off from is not where the...
It should be from the line of scrimmage.
I know, but that's why I'm confused about this guy. He's walking it off from them. Oh, he's like, oh, yeah, line of scrimmage is back here.
Not the first down marker.
Yeah, he's trying to tell him where it's at. He still didn't go back, but he's walking 10 yards off from there. But even that far sideline guy's like, hey, he just walked it off from a different spot. But
they're going to move it into the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone, though, Chance, after the penalty. That takes it down to the 10-yard line. You've got to get it in the end zone here if you're the Antelopes.
3:50 left.
In the shotgun is Wiley, and what do we got?
I think timeout Littlefield.
Timeout taken.
Or they're going to talk about the spot.
As the Littlefield coaches, I think, have the same question, and maybe rightfully so here. As the officials may talk about it again. As of right now, the line of scrimmage, Chance, is the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
That's where they have it set. I'm not so sure it shouldn't be more like the 12 or 13
yeah,
maybe.
I was about to say, I think it's just 3. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a couple yards.
But
hey, I get it.
I would be arguing it if it was us too. So they will move it back to the 12. And we'll do it from there. First down and 10. I do think that's the correct spot.
Yeah, I believe so too.
And it'll be first down. Abernathy can still get a first down inside the 5-yard line.
It looked like Heinrich went out and Duval came back in. He's at the top on the far side. You got single coverage on Minfield on this near side.
As handoff goes up the middle, another good hole for Micheletti. He steamrolls down just shy of the 5-yard line. He gets down to about the 6.5. It'll be 2nd down and 4, a gain of 6 for Micheletti. Chance Colt having a nice first half here for the Antelopes.
Yeah, good hard run right there. He's just shy of 70 yards so far. He's got about 9 carries. Taking your time, eat some of that clock. Like I said, you want to score, but you don't want to leave a ton of time on the clock before half.
Down 14-0. Abernathy trying to get it back to a 1-score game. Empty backfield. This is a quarterback keeper. Littlefield not ready for it. Wide open up the middle. Sound the alarm, Chance. It's a code 3. Abernathy Antelope touchdown. Jagger Wiley on the quarterback run from 7 yards out.
Yeah, we talked about it. He's capable of running time. You don't want to use him a lot just because you risk injury to the quarterback. But in times like that, when you only have 6 or 7 yards and you can kind of use your running back as a lead blocker, it doesn't hurt you to do that, and you're able to punch it in from 7 yards out.
And Chance, that's one the Antelopes desperately needed. Cut that lead in half now with the touchdown. And the pending PAT here by Wiley. The snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up, the kick is good. And Chance with 3:10 left to play here in the first half. The Antelopes are on the board. It's Littlefield 14 and the Abernathy Antelope 7. Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shops have served families in Abernathy and the South Plains for many years. Todd, Jackson, and the team at the funeral home will handle all of your funeral planning needs with sensitivity and compassion, while the fine folks at the flower shop can help you with all of your flower and gift needs. They are family owned and operated and are proud to be members of the Abernathy community. Come see us today near 16th Street and Avenue D, or give us a call today. Go Lopes. And once again, good evening and welcome back here to Wildcat Stadium in Littlefield. Abernathy on the board. A chance it's a code 3 Abernathy Antelope touchdown. A 7-yard quarterback keeper by Jagger Wiley. And Littlefield's lead is now 14-7.
Number 13, Jagger Wiley.
Yeah, good scoring drive right there. You kind of take credit for the penalty on the errant pass to Duval's kind of overthrown a little bit, but it was holding on Littlefield, so that sets up that inside the 10-yard line that we got it, and Wiley finishes off with that 7-yard run tie.
We've got a First State Bank kickoff here for the Antelopes, kicking it right to left. They try a pooch kick, and it is kind of fair caught, or maybe not, but a sliding catch made by one of those.
On the kickoff, I don't know if it's going to be offside right there on the Lopes. That's what it looks like.
Number 88 making the fair catch for Littlefield. That's Jose Payan.
You typically don't see flags on kickoffs like that, but
been lots of flags tonight. It's kind of been a
some laundry,
dirty game in that aspect. Not necessarily.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. Hasn't been
sloppy
played. Yep.
That's the word I'm looking for, and so we'll see if Abernathy re-kicks here. I get how that could benefit you, Chance, and
sure,
if you get the ball back or what have you, as we've seen that work for the Antelopes before. But it also, you give up a short field to a Littlefield offense that's really moved the ball at ease for the most part tonight, minus a couple of turnovers.
Yeah, it wasn't a big penalty right there, so it just moves them up 5 yards, I think.
Good starting field position for Littlefield, though. They'll start it from the 43-yard line, their own side of the field. Ball going to be just inside that left hash mark. Looking to throw, slant over the middle, threw it behind the receiver, but nice job coming back to it was Jaden Barrio. That's his second catch of the night, and it'll be a gain of 8, 2nd down and 2. Littlefield no huddle to the line. And there's a fake handoff up the middle. The quarterback signs pulled down from behind.
He's going to get the first down.
As number 33 comes up, that is Zephaniah Torres, and Harkey also there, but it's another first down for And there goes the handoff up the middle. That is Rojas who gets it that time, Chance. Pretty good push defensively up front there by Abernathy. Just a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Right back to the line, though, in the shotgun. Faking the handoff, looking to throw over the middle, a man in the slot. And Abernathy just not able to make a tackle, slipping defenders again down to the 31-yard line. That's another first down for the Wildcats. They no-huddled it to the line of scrimmage. 2:19 to go. Another handoff coming up the middle, coming to the near side. Again, Rojas, the ball carrier. Sliding over to make the stop is number 52 for the Antelopes, Micheletti, and number 52 there as well. That was Ryan Hillis. There's another handoff up the middle, Chance, and or check that. It's Signs on the keeper, rather. And he takes it for another first down. He almost breaks that one to the house, and a timeout on the field, Chance. And right now, the Antelopes winded, and they can't make anything happen defensively.
Yeah, you're going to have to play with some passion. Like I said, you're going to need some grit up front and kind of control that line of scrimmage. As they continue to push you back, they're going to own you all night in the trenches.
Let's take a quick timeout and come back for the finish of the first half.
Lasso Electric and Abernathy is locally owned and operated. Although they specialize in agricultural projects, they can also handle your residential needs as well. Whether your project is big or small, they have the expertise to handle the job. If you're in need of a licensed electrician, give Daryl Scarborough a call today at 806-559-7058. Lasso Electric wishes the Lopes and Lady Lopes good luck this season.
And welcome back here tonight to Wildcat Stadium in Littlefield. Again, they've got the fancy lights here, so it's a light show every time there's a stoppage of play. And out of the Antelope timeout, Chance, that Antelope defense is reeling. You're trying to keep this at a 14-7 game going to the locker room.
Yeah, you got a minute 56 that you got to hold off the board, but like I said, you're going to have to get a big push up front. And it looks like we had some substitutions come in. You got number 53, Daniel Salinas, the freshman, right up there in the middle.
In the shotgun. Man in motion, and there's movement up front as that was kind of busted from the get-go, Chance, and that's going to be false start on Littlefield.
Yeah, I'll take it.
At this rate, any 5 yards you can get, you'll take it, Chance. You've got to guard that slant pattern. We talked about it off the air a minute ago. That's really the only thing they're doing when they go to the air for the most part. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess, is Littlefield's way of thinking.
And they're not doing anything tricky. It's kind of just a read. It's either a dive, a quarterback keep, or that slant route.
Kind of a wedge look with 3 in the backfield. Handoff goes up the middle. That is 33, Daniel Rojas again, as Rojas gets it down to about the 21-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd and 12. Zephaniah Torres on the stop. Signs in the gun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw it to a wide open receiver as Abernathy just losing the man-to-man coverage there. That is
Look like number 2 Mata.
Number 2 Mata, Camacho on the stop.
Looks like Duvall comes up limping. He doesn't want to come off the field, but they're going to send in Case Heinrich.
And it's first down and goal to go for Littlefield. They're in the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone again, and Chance, they're knocking on the door with 1:28 left until halftime. And we realize our feed is frozen again. We don't know what's happening with that, but it's not our internet connection. Our internet connection is strong, so we'll check that. We'll fix it when we can. Stay with us. In the gun as movement.
Things going to be false start again.
From behind. That's going to be a 5-yard false start penalty against Littlefield.
That's about the only way we've been able to push them back, Ty, some penalties.
Again, if we have to reset the broadcast, you may have to refresh your screen when you're watching at home, but I know you can hear us, so we're going to stick with it maybe here
until half.
With just a minute 5 left. Abernathy trying to keep the Wildcats out of the end zone.
This would go big, Ty, because they're going to receive the second half kick.
14-7, the Wildcats lead at the moment.
So you don't want them to be able to double dip. You don't want them to score right here and then get the ball back and start the second half with the score either. Wiley's having a conversation over there. I'm not sure what he's talking to the white hat about.
As it is first down and goal from the 9 after the 5-yard penalty on Littlefield. It is first down and goal. 1:05 left to play here until the half.
I'm not sure what they're. They said no time came off the clock. I think that may be what it is. I'm not sure.
Oh, and I think that is because they just took 10 seconds off the clock.
55 seconds
and
left.
They run it down to 55 seconds. That's what Wiley was asking. Now the clock rolls. In the shotgun, Signs. It's quarterback keep, wide open, up the middle. Untouched. Signs into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. And it's 20-7, the Wildcats lead.
Yeah, and with that run right there, Ty, that puts him already over 100 yards rushing on the night here in the first half. And again, they're not doing anything fancy. They're just faking the dive and going with the quarterback keep, kind of following to the opposite direction.
As the PAT is up, and the PAT is good. And with 45 seconds left in the first half, it is now 21-7. Littlefield leads. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football.
At JC's Refrigeration, there's no job too big or too small for our professionals to handle. We offer a full scale of HVAC services for your home or business, and you'll always be greeted with a smile. Located at 1606 North University Avenue in Lubbock. We are locally owned and are proud to support our Abernathy Lady Lopes and Antelopes. Next time you have an HVAC need or a project, give JC's a call at 806-744-9855.
As welcome back here to Wildcat Stadium here tonight in Littlefield. Again, we realize our feed is frozen. We'll fix that at half, so be sure you stick with us. We've just got 45 seconds left to play here until halftime. And Littlefield Chance is taking a 21-7 lead. Abernathy's just had no answer defensively. It's not anything fancy. Littlefield's just kind of hitting you in the mouth, and you're not responding.
Yeah, nothing fancy at all. Like I said, Ty, it's just the repeat of a fake dive or a handoff dive or a quarterback keep, and if the quarterback keeps it, he's not kind of going through a read progression. It's just a one-route deal. It's either a screen or our back shoulder to the outside or possibly a slant. So they're calling essentially giving them the option to run 3 plays. Either hand it, keep it, or go with the one receiver call. But, hey, it's working for him so far tonight. And so with 45 seconds, and I think we still have 2 timeouts. I'm curious to see what the Lopes draw up.
Colt Micheletti recovers that skipping First State Bank kickoff, and Abernathy will have decent field position chance at their own 36-yard line. 45 seconds to work with. Wiley is in the shotgun. Wiley takes the snap, empty backfield. He's looking to throw it deep down the field. He does, up into dangerous coverage, and it's incomplete. And they kind of forced that one, or tried to, Chance, as Darian Duval running the route, but he doesn't make a whole lot of a opportunity to go get that ball, and there were 3 defenders right in his face.
Yeah, 3 defenders. He had kind of 2 defenders sandwich him, and then one other corner on this near side that was kind of dropping back there. And so a deep ball by Wiley, but not really catchable.
And it's 2nd down and 10.
And Ty, they're not bringing a lot of pressure. They only brought 3 guys, and they had an extra one coming, and so you should be able to pick up the rushers that they're sending.
Faking the handoff, it'll be Wiley to keep it up the middle.
He's bent backwards.
He is hit hard, Chance. Wiley, he's been on the wrong end of a few hits here tonight. He picks up 4 yards. And Wiley playing tough, Chance. He's had to get up off the turf multiple times tonight. It'll be 3rd down and 6. And we'll see. Abernathy doesn't have to snap it here. They're probably going to 10 seconds left. This may be the final play of the second quarter. as there's going to be a handoff up the middle. Micheletti, look out. Micheletti gets free. He gets to the outside, makes a couple of men miss, Chance, but it's going to do nothing but help the stat sheet as Micheletti gets inside the 45. But at the end of the play, a flag flies. If that's on Littlefield, Chance, you get an untimed down.
Yeah, but the downside is I think we have Micheletti's down on the field right now, though, Ty.
As a extracurricular move on the part of Littlefield defensively, and Micheletti is slow to get up, and that was just dirty. And if that's the case, Chance, I think you get 15 yards and an untimed down, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that's going to be the call. And it puts you in a good spot with the 15 yards, Ty. You're going to be near the red zone, so you're going to give yourself at least one shot at the end zone.
As we're going to talk about this one again, there is no time on the clock here heading into halftime.
A good hard run right there by Micheletti.
And the officials talking about it here. What I hope you don't have, Chance, is offsetting penalties here.
Yeah, because there was multiple flags from different officials, so it looks like both teams are staying on the field, so I think it is going to be. Yep. He's about to walk it off. They're going to get 15.
As you're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct on Littlefield, Chance, and so it was already a gain of about probably, 13, 14 yards for Micheletti. Tack 15 onto that. And that's at least going to give you an opportunity here with an untimed down to throw one into the end zone.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we protect. That's the biggest thing, is being able to protect number 64 for Littlefield. Has been able to get some pressure on this backside blind side. So you just need to protect Wiley on this one to give him the time to get the ball into the end zone.
So from the 28-yard line, Abernathy moved, I think. Nope. It might be on Littlefield here. This may move it up to the 23.
Yep. That's going to give you an even better
Chance, you can run this is not a Hail Mary type situation. You can run more of a designed route and get one to the end zone, maybe something similar to what you saw, that crossing pattern that Heinrich ran earlier, and he was open, and you just overthrew him.
Yep, and you got Bird, Minfield, and Heinrich. Heinrich's in the slot. On the near side, you got Trips, and you got Duvall one-on-one on the top side. So you may see some of that, a slant, and then the one-on-one up top.
Empty backfield, Wiley to throw towards the end zone, up for grabs, and he overthrew it again, and it's almost intercepted as trying to get it to Heinrich. Chance, I think that's the play they ran. It just didn't just quite develop, and that is the end of the first half. 21-7, Littlefield on top here at the break again. We're going to work on fixing our feed, and then we'll come back here in just a little bit for the West Texas Brick and Stone halftime report. But again, if you have to reset your feed on your end, you might have to do that to get it back. This is Abernathy Antelope football at the half. Abernathy 7,